regarding this act. Particularly in Tamil Nadu, you know very well that for a long time, there is a long history for the Tamil fisher folk, traditional fisher folk. In ancient history, Tamils have a heritage, not only in Tamil Nadu, all over the world, in fishing and other marine activities. Regarding this state repression and also these black laws, other policies which affect the fisher folk, our fishermen of Tamil Nadu have staged a lot of valiant struggles against the governments in the past. You all very well know about the Kudangulam atomic plant struggle, and also the Sterlite, anti-Sterlite struggle, and also our people have been shot at by the Sri Lankan naval forces often, and they are facing a lot of human rights violations and other things. So all over Tamil Nadu, from Kerala border to Andhra Pradesh border, Tamil people have been fighting against these atrocities against them, and also other black laws. Now, in this matter, this against this bill, for the past 1 month, we have staged a lot of demonstration struggles in Chennai and other coastal areas also. So in this condition, many people have published a lot of things regarding this act in English and also in Tamil. Particularly, what I want to say is, in this act, sections 3 to 8 tell about the licensing and registration, and also section 8 talks about the revenue. So revenue, there is a revenue loss to the state government, so that Tamil Nadu state government has opposed this bill. And 9 to 13 talks about criminalizing the fishermen. So in this matter, what we have to do is, first of all, we have to organize the people all over the India. In our struggle also, the people from Andhra Pradesh and Kerala also participated, particularly in Kanniyakumari area and Tuticorin area and other coastal districts. In Chennai, there was a large people gathered in front of Marina Beach and raised their voice against the central government. First of all, the bill is fundamentally against the traditional fisher folk. In the drafting process and other things, traditional fisher folks were not consulted, and also they included in the committee, and in the process time, in the drafting process time, our traditional fisher folk were not consulted and also not included. There is a law in Tamil Nadu also, Tamil Nadu Marine Fisheries Regulation Act 1983, which permits the country craft boats within 5 nautical miles and mechanized vessels from 5 to 12 nautical miles. So this bill, particularly Marine Fisheries Bill 2021, proposes to grant license to the vessels registered under the Merchant Shipping Act 1958 to fish in the economic exclusive economic zone. That is the problem. So there is a lack of clarity in assessing the fishing boats. So they insist the people to register the boats under the Merchant Shipping Act 1958. That is the main issue. All people are fighting against this provision, particularly because they compel all people to register under the Merchant Shipping Act. What they are telling is mechanized boats. All boats have become mechanized nowadays. Once there were catamarans, manual only. Nobody was using any engines, even small engines. By using the physical force only, they sail to the sea. Nowadays, not like that. All small, even poor people are using the small engines in the catamarans. Even when they return from sea, they have to pull the catamaran to the seashore. For that purpose, also nowadays in Tamilnadu and other areas, they are using tractors. So everything is mechanized, but we can't say all mechanized boats should be registered under the Merchant Shipping Act 1958. That is one of the main issue. And also the provision is empowering the Coast Guard to arrest the fisherman without a warrant. That is the main issue. They are giving more power to the Coast Guard officers in the mid-sea. If they find that any fisherman violate the rules or law, they can arrest the fisherman in the mid-sea without any warrant. So it has to be removed. That is another issue. So there is no definition of fishing vessels also. No definition at all. They have to give definition regarding the fishing vessels. So there are a lot of fishing vessels in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil, we are saying catamaran, vattai, vallam, thoni, and also launches, trawlers. Nowadays, deep sea vessels. So they don't know the difference between the fishing vessels. They simply say you have to register the all mechanized boats under the Merchant Shipping Act 1958. So that is one of the main issue. The complete authority and planning and implementing policies is given to the state central government. That is one of the issue. So they are collecting all fees and everything. So there is a revenue loss to the state government also in this matter. And also another one thing is the fish workers should be given adequate representation in decision-making bodies. They are telling some committee and other things regarding this issue, but they have not told anything about the representation of the fisher folk in the decision-making bodies. That also an issue. And also regarding this registration and licensing matters, what they are telling is within 12 nautical miles, state government can give license within 12 nautical miles. 12 to 200 nautical miles, license under Marine Fisheries Act 2021, 12 to 200 nautical miles. Fishing in the high sea, beyond 200 nautical miles, there is additional another one license they have to get. So there are multiple licensing procedures in this act. That is another one confusing procedure in this act. And also all boats are mechanized, including small catamarans nowadays. I have already told. And also there is no right or protection for the fisher folk, and there is no place for them in the committee also. So we have to think over these things. And another one thing, all officers are appointed by central government. Central government only appointing all officers, particularly they are giving more power to the Coast Guard people. So in this view, we have to see the licensing and registration matter, and state government revenue laws criminalizing the fishermen. They can produce the fishermen who are the court. The court cannot decide without getting the opinion of the Coast Guard officers or IO investigation officer. So these are the things which affect the poor traditional fisher folk all over the India.
We can create even casteless society only by becoming rulers of India.